Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I am here with my Cocoa Daisy June kits, and I'm going to show you what I have left, what I created, and what my thoughts were. So just to review first before I go into the rest of this, these were the kits that Cocoa Daisy sent to me for June. They provided them. All I did was pay for shipping. They were very gracious in that. And I'll tell you, so I got the monthly scrapbooking kit as well as the monthly planner kit, and they're both offered at 6-month subscriptions, $29.95 for the scrapbooking kit, $25.99 for the planner kit. There's different options, you can buy just the planner pages, you can buy additional things, additional cardstock, additional pattern paper, different things like that. Now, I will tell you that ongoing, I'm probably going to continue to buy just the planner pages, not the planner kit, because I'm still going to be doing my kit review series. But I love the planner pages that much in the setup of those that I'm going to continue purchasing those planner pages. This spreadsheet is available on my blog if you would like to go check this out and look at it and see all the additional details. But you can also get a full overview of this kit in my unboxing video, which I will have linked below. So let me show you what I have left and what I created. As I mentioned in a lot of my videos, I like to use the packaging for different layering elements. So I do have a lot of this tissue paper left. I think I had 2 or 3 sheets of it. And then I also have the brown package, paper bag that it was packaged in. So I'll keep these for layering, and I'll keep them in my stash pretty close at hand. All right, now this is the actual kit here. And I don't remember what actually came in the planner kit and what came in the scrapbook kit at this point. I mean, certain things, like these are obviously the planner kit, these two. But I'll share what I have left. So I had a total of 8 12 by 12 sheets of paper and 3 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock. And this is the only paper I have left. I have this one, which I thought about cutting it down, but I actually really like the back side, so I may leave it the way it is. And then I have this arrow paper. And I could definitely cut those out individually and have them fussy cut, which I actually may do because I like the arrows. Those are the only 2 sheets of paper I have left. I do have 2 border strips left, which will just go in my border strip stash. And then I have a few pieces of paper that I cut out. These are a few of those. I had about maybe a third of that sheet left, I guess. And I had cut out a couple of different ones to use for journaling. So I'll put this in my journaling pile. I have a pile of just papers that are like this that are specifically journaling. And then I have all the little circles left. And this will just go in my stash. I like these a lot. Then as far as scrap papers, I had, what did I have? I had all of this. Let me show you what it is. This is just my little scrap pile over here. Okay. I had a few of these, which were just the edges of those circles. So I had a few of those. I had a few little bits of the cardstock that was left. So I'll keep this piece. It's big enough for me to keep. I did punch a few little hearts out of some of the scraps, so that'll obviously be kept. I had a few little pieces of the tissue paper that I cut off. I'll just trash that because I have so much of the big ones. I'll go ahead and punch some hearts out of these larger little strips of paper. This is just going to get thrown away. A little cut. And I'll go ahead and punch hearts out of these. This was the last little bit of that business card that I used multiple times. This is the last bit I have of the glassine bag. That's it. I used all the glassine packaged bags. And then this one is the little bottom portion of one of those little note pages. So I'll throw those little tiny bits away, but I'll keep the rest of it. There were a lot of buttons and some twine that were included, and I have mentioned before that I have a hard time using buttons, so I used 2 of them. I was able to use 2 of them, but I have the rest of them left. So these are just going to go in my stash. If you guys have any awesome ways to use buttons, please let me know, because I have a billion buttons, and I struggle seriously with using buttons. And then I used probably about half of this twine, so I have some of it left. All right. Of course, I have my stamp set. I used it a couple times. Of course, I have the washi. I use this a ton. Let me go ahead and let you know, I will continue doing the planner pages with this kit. I should say the planner pages that came in this kit, using some of these planner supplies. These will go on my planner stash storage, but I'm done with this kit, and I already have purchased, or actually already got the next month's kit, which is July, and it's a planner kit as well. So I'm going to still be using my Cocoa Daisy planner pages, but maybe not just specifically these products. So moving on, I have the little sticky notepad and this notepad, which I like both of them, so they're actually going to stay out on my desk for me to use. I have the large tassel. I have no idea what to do with this, but I have the large tassel that came in the kit, and then this large clip. And this clip is cool. I like it. I can see myself clipping something on it, like a note to myself, and hanging it on a hook on, the wall right next to me or something. It's a very stiff clip, though. So I think you'd have to be careful what you put in it, because I think it would damage things. Like, let's just see. I feel like it would dent. Well, maybe not. I just feel like it would dent something. So I think I'm going to clip maybe a notepad and just hang it on a hook right next to my desk so I can make notes for myself. Of the alpha sheets, I have the 3 vellum alphas, and I had a difficult time with these. They were really only, for me, usable on plain backgrounds because they were so see-through, but they'll definitely go in my stash, and they will get used. Then I had this alpha, and I used a lot of it. There you go. I used a lot of it. I like this. This is a puffy sticker alpha. Alright, I have the 2 planner pages, and I used almost this entire one in a really good, a really good amount of this one. I used a lot of these actually on my regular scrapbook pages as well, so these will just go in my planner storage, which I'll show you. If you watch my Plan With Me videos, I have all my stamp sets and stuff separate, but I keep most of my planner storage in here for now because I don't have a ton of it. But I can see my stash is starting to grow, so I'll probably have to keep my sticker sheets in maybe a little flip, like coupon folder or something, like little accordion folder. But for now, they just go right in here. All right. Then there were a couple little, this was a business card that was in the kit, but I like that because I think that would be great on travel pages. So I'm keeping that. There were also these 2 journaling tags that were in the kit. There were a couple others. I think there were maybe 5 or 6, and then all the little tabs. I completely used all those up. And then I have my little fish, which I loved, and I actually almost bought more of these whenever I was putting in the order for the kit, and then I didn't. Well, mainly because I thought I had added it to my cart and I didn't. But that's okay. I didn't end up using them, but I think they're beautiful. I just don't know what to do with them. Now, Kaylin loves to go look at the fish, so these are probably kept for a layout regarding his love of fish. All right. There are these acetate words. Let's see. I have all my little packages right here. How many were in this acetate words? There were 20, so let's see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I used 10 of them. I used exactly half of them. I like those words, though. They're really nice. And then there were 42 of these die-cut, cardstock die cuts. Let's see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 18 and then 2 partials left. So I used a good chunk of those. I actually used a lot of those. I didn't think I was going to use as many of those as I did, but I used a good chunk of those. So that is everything I have left in the kit. Let me clean this up and then I'll show you what I made with it. So here are my thoughts. Great kit for scrapbooking. Great variety of products. A really good mix, I think, of supplies. You have die cuts, you have exclusive products, you have acetate pieces, you have buttons and twines, you have paper that you can cut apart. You have technically 4 different alphas with this kit, There were the 3 vellum ones and then this puffy one. You get a stamp set, which I think is amazing. You get washi. You get plenty of planner supplies. You also get a few additional kind of interesting type of things that aren't in typical scrapbook kits. I really like this kit. I think it was worth it. The quality of the product, of course, was outstanding. There were no issues with any of the products except for the ones that I messed up myself. For instance, putting a sticker down and then wanting to move it and have already very well rubbed it down or whatever. I was really happy with this kit, and I enjoyed the planner kit so much that, like I said, I'll be purchasing the planner pages from this point on. I even just ordered an A5 Color Crush, gosh, my brain isn't working, binder or planner to be able to use with my pages that I got from the Cocoa Daisy kit. So I think it's well worth it, especially the planner kit. But let me put all this up and I'll share with you the layouts that I created.
Take it off?
No, just wipe your hand and say hi. Say hi.
Hi!
Okay, cool. Go sit down. Okay, this is actually a few days later. I am back to share with you the layouts that I made with that kit, and then I also got my binder and my planner in, so I'll show you what those planner pages look like in my planner. All right, so this is the first layout. This one was called Capture Nature. I love this. This is a 5x7 photo, and then it has a lot of nice white space here, and I used the textured white cardstock that came in the kit, and I did my journaling right on the background. I really like the way that this turned out. Then we have this one, which is called Best Cousins, and this paper I think was called Pickup Sticks or something like that, and I just love the way that all of the colors and the bands of paper that were printed down here at the bottom and at the top. So I just played off of that with some washi tape. And then added a few other little elements just to highlight those background strips of paper, including a few tags over here, some tabs, and then just stickers and enamel dots. Love this one. Also, this is where I used, this is an example of where I used the packaging. I used some of those glassine, pieces of those glassine bags that the embellishments were packaged in the kit. All right, this one's called Love You, Miss You, and this is a little bit different than what I would normally do because I don't normally use a large floral background, but I really wanted to tell the story of my dad and how my mom took his ring and her ring and made a nice necklace with a cross in it that she wears all the time, and that's what she did after he passed. So this is Love You and then Miss You, and then I just did the journaling right here on some paper strips. This is a very busy background, but I really like the way that it came out. And here's an example of how I will gut a piece of paper to be able to use it as a border, but still be able to conserve the rest of that teal cardstock. All right. This is the next one, and this one was called Happy Birthday. I think about that. I was like, wait, what's my title? And so this is where I took, I love this ombre paper, and it was kind of a distressed ombre, and then it had, this is actually the manufacturer's strip, but I wanted to keep that on there because I intended to use the dark color at the top, all the way faded to the light color, and then it needed some sort of border at the bottom. Okay, I wanted to use the dark with the light at the bottom, but it needed some sort of border to kind of make it so it didn't look like everything was just going to fall off the page. So it needed something like a grounding element here at the bottom. So I ended up cutting a 1/2 inch off the top to be able to include, actually I think it was just slightly larger than a 1/2 inch, but I measured it to where this is a full 12 by 12. And then I used another acetate. I love these acetate pieces, and I've used a lot of the little circles from that paper that I kept cutting up. This is just a Project Life card that I added, and then everything else pretty much came in the kit. And this actually, this tag right here, which I ended up adding some foam adhesive on the back of it so it wouldn't move, but this tag is the back side of the tag for the binder. The tag that came on this binder, the Fancy Pants Atwell collection, I think is what it is. So that's the back side of that tag, but it was just the perfect size to use up at the top. Alright, this one is called Happy Boy Birthday Boy, and I love the stripes on this background, so I wanted to make sure that I highlighted the paper. So I did a centralized grid layout here. There are process videos for every single one of these layouts, so make sure you check out the description box below. I'll have links to all of those videos, and then also have a coordinating blog post as well that goes with this that has links to all of the videos as well. As part of my kit review series, I actually have on my blog, I actually have a page where it has links to all of the videos that have been included in my kit review series for 2016. So there's lots of different kits that I've reviewed so far. All right, this one is called Superboy, and this is the first layout where I pulled a lot of things from my stash. I pulled 2 6x6 pads as well as an Ellie Studio die cut pack, and then a few other little elements that I added to this. And sometimes when I'm in the middle of a kit, if I start to feel like I'm tired of using the same supplies over and over and over again, I'll pull out stuff from my stash to kind of mix it up, so I'll have different supplies to look at, but still kind of use the base of the layout, of the kit. So this background, this journaling tag, and a few other small elements were still from the kit, but most of it were just from those things that I added. All right, this next one is called I Am Sweet, and I used one of the stamps from the stamp set, and then I also pulled in an alpha set from Studio 29 Designs to complete this one. I love these acetate pieces, and I just kept wanting to use them. So this one I pulled out most of the yellows and kind of that corally pink color from the kit. And I used actually a lot of things from the planner kit on this one. These stickers, the hole reinforcer sticker, this label sticker, these stickers up here, the celebrate, all of those things actually came, this sticker here, and all these little dots, those actually came from that planner kit. Also on this one I did something a little different. I did some faux stitching down the side and on the bottom, and there are 2 faux stitching lines at the bottom, 1 on the side, and then just some 2 little ones up here at the top. Also, this is the tissue paper that was the packaging for the kit this month, so it's another example of how I like to use the packaging. This next one is a small insert, and I actually, just on the back side is a little happy birthday certificate, but this is the one that I just did a very small insert. I used a doily from my stash and then a bunch of little pieces that were left over from the kit. I had a little bit of a glassine bag that was left where I put my title that says Birthday Boy. I had a couple yellow elements that I wanted to make sure to include, and then these are all little strips and stuff that were from the kit. Got 2 more here. This is the last 12 by 12 layout, and I actually finally used some buttons. This is the first time I used buttons on this whole kit. I just struggle with buttons. I have a hard time using buttons. So buttons just aren't my thing. I have nothing against them. I just have a really difficult time using them. I used a couple more of the strips that were kind of left and just little small elements that were still in the kit. This one's titled A Dad and His Boys. And I used a lot of these circles. I love these circles, so I went ahead and cut them all apart from the paper and just started using them as elements on the page. And I added the X's. Actually, I think these are the plus signs from this alpha sheet to be able to bring up a little bit of that blue up to the top. And it kind of mimics the blue over here. And then the last layout that I made with this kit is this one. It's a Project Life spread, and this one was, well, I was going to say it's pretty photo heavy, but actually it's not. I had 2 4x6 photos and then 3 smaller photos that I cut. So I actually used a few of the little notepad pages from the planner kit to first decorate this 4x6 filler pocket, as well as make this pocket here. That's also that planner notepad that came in the kit. And then I like this arrow paper, but it was a little too bold to use as a card on this page, so I just covered it with some of the glassine bags that were, actually I had to add a few glassine bags because I had already used all the ones that were in the kit. So I used that to tone down that really bold pattern. And the same thing here, this teal was just a little too bold, so I toned it down by layering something on top of it. But I really like how this one turned out. I used couple more of the acetate words, and then I pulled out that alpha set that was in the kit and used it in a few places as well. So that's it for this kit. Oh, let me show you my planner pages. All right, so this is my Color Crush planner from Webster Pages. I just got it in, and so I went ahead and filled it. These are some things I need to go through, like a wedding invitation and a couple other things. But I went ahead and put my planner pages in here because I had them, and then I already have my August ones as well, so they're in here. But so this is just my July one, and let me show you. I decorated it and kind of set it up. If you did not watch my planner setup video, make sure you go back and check that because I kind of show how I plan to use this. So I have my weekly planning here, and I changed the order of the pages. It's different than how they were when they sent them to me. Here's my planner, my weekly pages. Here you go. These are the weekly pages here. And then what I do is I have the monthly overview, which I actually haven't filled in anything on here, and I'm not sure if I will. Maybe I will after the month is over. But then I have these pages, which are the strips of color, and I put the dates, and this is where I'm going to use these pages are going to be used for my memory planning pages, and these are the ones that I'm going to keep in this album. So what I'll do is I'll take out all the other pages, I'll leave the July tab, I'll take out all of this, I'll leave this, and I'll leave these. And then I'll take out the to-do pages. Those don't need to stay in here. And then I'll move on to my August. That way my planner doesn't get too bulky. And eventually I'll probably take out these memory planning pages and put them in maybe a 6x8 album or something like that. So basically I dated it, and then I'm just going back after the week is over and adding little bits and pieces of information about different things we did. So like on the 27th of June, we went to Lake Land, which is a local lake, and we went walking. And then on the 30th, we went and got snow cones. And then I kind of put more information on the back about what we did, you know, funny quotes that Kaylin said, or just different things that I'd want to remember, like what kind of snow cones we got, because that's just interesting things, you know. This was the week of the 4th. We went to fireworks, family and friends. Kaylin spent 2 days with me when I was off and he was off of camp, and then he was still off of camp, so Ernest took 2 days off while I went back to work, and so he got to spend time with Daddy. I talked about what we ate. Again, just some little, this is a joke that Kaylin was really into, a knock-knock joke. And so just added a few little bits and pieces of things. And then I'll continue this throughout the month, going back and adding the memories, and I'll keep those. And then, like I said, these daily to-do pages will be pulled out of here as I go. So really, for each month, I'll only have the divider page, this page, which I may just go back and add, you know, the big things that we did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages for July. And you may not always have 8 pages if there aren't as many weeks. There were 5 weeks in July. So, oh yeah, 5 weeks. So August is right here, and I haven't even set this up yet, but I will be doing a video of me setting up my August pages as well. So I've got that ready to go, and it'll flow right from July right into August. So that is it. I am done with this kit. Make sure you stay tuned because Cocoa Daisy actually sent me a July kit to work with as well. So I'll be going right into that, and I have my July kit that I'm doing for my kit review series, which is actually going to be Pop Fizz paper. If you haven't seen that, they're a planner company, but they do a monthly kit that includes pattern paper. So I'm going to use it for planning as well as in my, my scrapbook pages. So check out that should be coming soon. And then I'll also will continue to work with the Cocoa Daisy kit since they sent me a wonderful July kit as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate all the support that you provide, and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions or requests, anything like that. Just let me know. All right, bye.